Hello viewers, welcome to Kids Auto and Truck Repair. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. This is not going to be a repair video, but we're going to have a conversation. Before we start our conversation, I would like to say thank you to all of you for supporting the channel. The channel now has over 50,000 subscribers. That's amazing. So all of that is thanks to you. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being here. I have a great news that I'm going to share with you. But before I share that great news, I would like to tell you a little bit about how this YouTube channel came about. About 7 years ago, a customer of mine suggested that I would start making YouTube videos. And I'm going to tell you what happened. This customer of mine, today he has become a good friend and a regular customer. That time he came to me for the first time, so a friend of mine told him about me. He gave him my phone number. He came to me, but he had come from a different shop. So he came from a shop that replaced many components on his car, and his car was not fixed. So he came to me frustrated, and I told him that I was going to take a look and see if I could fix his car. He left it here, and when I called him back after my diagnosis, I explained to him what I did and what I had to do to fix the car. I could sense that he was a little bit skeptical. I could feel that he was a little bit skeptical about what I was saying. I don't know what was going to his mind. Maybe he thought, maybe this is another parts changer, or is what this guy is saying gonna fix the car? So as we were talking, I actually told him, tell you what, I am going to make a short video. I'm gonna film what I did and what I'm about to do and why I should do this. I'm going to make a short video on my phone and send it to you so you can visualize what I am talking about. Because I knew if he could see what I was saying, he was going to understand and it was going to make sense to him, and we were going to go ahead and fix the car. So I sent him the video, he watched it, and he was so happy. He called me back and said, wow, you did such a great job. The way you explained it, you broke it down so simply. You made it so easy to understand. You explained it in so simple terms that even a layman like me, I mean the customer, even a layman like me understood what you said very well. And then he said, you should be making YouTube videos. And I said, oh, come on. No, I don't think I can make YouTube videos. I have an accent. I speak French. Who's gonna watch my videos? Who's gonna listen to me? No. So I downplayed myself a little bit. 2 years went by. Then that thought came back to my mind. I said, maybe I can start making videos as well. So after that, I started watching videos about how to create a YouTube channel and what camera to buy. I went to a pawn shop and bought a small Sony camera for 35 bucks, and I filmed my first video. My first video was on how to remove a wheel lock that I was removing on a Nissan Maxima. I was doing brakes on that Nissan and I had to remove the wheel lock because the customer lost the lock. And that was my very first video I made. And you could actually see me standing up and walking behind the tripod to go pause the camera. And that video is still up, and when I watch it, it always makes me laugh, and I enjoy watching that video. As I made that first video, and then eventually I made more videos, eventually people started subscribing, the community started getting big, I was reminded of a quote that I read somewhere. That quote is by Henry Ford. Henry Ford once said, one of the greatest discoveries that a man makes is when he discovers that he can do whatever he said that he could not do. So I said I wasn't going to be able to make a video. I said I wasn't going to be able to make videos. Nobody was going to listen to me. And now see, now we have over 50,000 subscribers. So do not underestimate yourself, guys. If you want to make videos, to all of you that watch me, if there's any of you that want to create a YouTube channel and make videos, go ahead and do it. So the favorite part about making these videos for me is reading the comments. When I read your comments, knowing that the videos I'm making are helping you guys is the best thing in the world. And that's actually what encourages me to keep making videos. And also, when I get comments that help me become better, comments that help me grow as a tech, I love them. The criticism, the encouragement, the acknowledgement, all of them. I love the comments. So thank you very much. Now, let me tell you a little bit about me. I've said it in some of my live streams, but I don't think I've said it during a video like this. Now, my name is Deo Kitoko. I'm sure most of you know. I grew up speaking French. I moved to the States a couple years back, and I grew up in the automotive industry. My dad had a shop, so I was a kid that pretty much grew up in the shop. I had never had another job. The first time I did an oil change in my life, I was about 9 years old. So I grew up around cars. I grew up fixing cars. My entire life, all I've done is fixing cars. So I went to school. After school, I was working with my dad in the shop. And my dad was actually the best technician that I had ever worked with. My dad is no longer with us. He left us a couple years ago. But growing up, I always wanted to be like my dad. He taught me everything I know. He was a great man, and I would like to be like him, or I would like to continue his legacy, because he had shown me so many things that I still use up to today. I miss him all the time, and I hope he's happy to see what we're doing here from where he is. When I got the opportunity to move to the States, I wanted to become a master tech, because I remember when I was working with my dad, when newer vehicles started coming to his shop, we struggled a little bit with electrical and electronic systems. So I told myself, if I ever go to the States, I'm gonna learn how electrical and electronic systems work. I have to really hone my skill around that. It was difficult at first, but over the years, it has become pretty simple. And now I have pretty much grasped how electrical and electronic systems work. So I went to school, I took a bunch of classes, I read a bunch of books, I had to take my ASC test, took a bunch of ASC tests. Now I have become ASC certified, master ASC certified in so many categories. And I love that. You know, I work on cars, trucks, school buses, and I can diagnose electrical and electronic systems, and it has been a blast. Working here, learning the technology, going to training all the time. I love going to training. Pretty much every 3 or 4 months I go to training, because I believe that training pays, it doesn't cost. When you spend money to go to training, you learn more, you come back to the shop, you actually put into test the techniques and the methods that you learn from the class. Once you start using them and you become better and you make more money, you become a better technician overall. Here at Kaleva, as you guys have seen me wear this uniform all the time, it says Kaleva. I work for this company. I am the service director here, or a shop foreman, you can say. We have a fleet of vehicles that we maintain. We have a team of technicians here in the shop, and we maintain all these vehicles. We have a lot of school buses and a lot of sprinters. So our job here is to maintain these vehicles. And my job is to make sure that everything is working fine and all the vehicles are fixed properly. Before starting the YouTube channel, I had a side business that I started because the owners of this company asked me a while back. They said, Dio, what is your long-term goal? I told them my long-term goal is to leave this place, eventually go do my own thing. And I told them that if they didn't mind, since we were only working on company vehicles, I told them that there were people that were calling me, usually friends and family members. They were calling so I could fix their vehicles. So I told them if they didn't mind, because our schedule here is Monday to Friday, I told them if you don't mind, I can be fixing my friends' vehicles on Saturdays, and I can use the shop because the shop is closed on Saturdays. The owner of this company were very kind and very nice. They accepted. They said, sure, you can use the shop on weekends. You know, after all our vehicles are fixed, you can use the shop. You can work on your own car or you can work on your friends' cars. So that's how the side business started. And then eventually I started a YouTube channel. I started filming videos. Now, most of the videos that you see have been shot at night, because during the day there are a lot of people in the shop and it's noisy, and I don't really like to have a lot of noise in the background. I like to film at night because at night it's quieter and it's better to make a video. Now, it doesn't work all the time. Some videos I have to do during the day, but it's a little bit difficult because I feel like videos that have a lot of noise in the background, are not really fun to watch. But sometimes you cannot avoid that. So I film in the evening. So I have to work 9 to 5 at my job. So I'm fixing the vehicles for Kaleva during the day. And then at night, I'm filming. So sometimes I don't leave the shop until midnight, or sometimes until 1 in the morning. I love what I do. I can work all night and all day. As long as I'm like doing something, I have my hands full, I can keep going. I love it. I'm passionate about it. I love fixing cars. So there are times where I don't leave the shop until 2 in the morning. So I have to work during the day for the company and then do my side work in the evening, film videos. Sometimes I film 3 times or 4 times a week. I don't film every day. It depends on how many cars I have. It depends on what type of case studies. Sometimes I have jobs that I don't like to film. For example, yesterday I was working on a Sprinter. I did an oil cooler on it, the engine oil cooler, but I already have a video here on the channel where I showed how to replace the oil cooler. So I didn't film that, but I was here pretty much all night fixing that van. So it's starting to take a toll on me, pretty much working all night and then also working during the day. I love it, it's fun, but it's starting to be a little bit too much, okay? So what I usually do is I film twice or three times a week, and then the other days I edit. But since I'm here at the shop all day, so I usually edit at night. So I have 3 days where I'm filming, and then the other 3 days I edit, or I edit on Saturdays. So pretty much work has been taking all my time. And it's fun, like I said, I love it, but it's starting to take a toll on me. Working here has been wonderful. I have been working here for 10 years. It's been 10 years since I've been running the shop here at Kaleva. It's been a wonderful, wonderful time. I love the people here. I love the owners. They are very supportive. They have supported me for all these years. When I came here, the shop was not the way it is right now. There are so many things we changed. And they told me, you run the shop, do it the way you want, transform it however you want it transformed. Every tool, anything you need, we're gonna provide it for you. And that's what they did. Any tool we wanted, anything we wanted to buy, they got it for me. And I really felt supported and loved. That was very, very awesome. And I love that. Now, before I share with you the last part of the video, before I tell you the big news, let me show you the projects that we have around the shop, and then I'm gonna share the big news with you, and then we're gonna end this video. Let me show you what we are working on around the shop. This is a Ford E450 with a 6.0 diesel, and we're putting a transmission on this vehicle. So the transmission is out. Here's the transmission. We already got the transmission out. We're gonna install a remanufactured transmission in it. So we got a remanufactured transmission from Jasper. Actually, our new guy, Kyle, is working on it. He's putting a transmission on this bus, okay? And then what I'm working on is over here. I put an engine on this other Ford E450, but this one has a 7.3 in it. So here is the old engine. This engine locked up. So this is the old engine that I took out. And here is the new engine. So I put a remanufactured engine in it. We got this engine from Jasper also. Let me connect the battery. Let's start this engine and see. Okay, so these are pretty much the two big projects that we have here in the shop. Here's the engine. As you can see, it looks nice and shining. So remanufactured, baby. So now let's start the engine. Let me grab the key. Now I already started it. This is good. Tomorrow I'm gonna put this cover back on and the front bumper back, and then this bus is gonna be out of here. So let's start it and listen to it. So right there, as you can hear, the engine is running. There are no lights on the dash. No lights on the dash, that's good. I'm gonna rev it up a little bit. So that's good. Okay, so remanufactured engine on this bus. So pretty much brand new engine. I have to put the air filter box on and the front bumper on, and after that we're gonna take this for a test drive. So don't freak out about this being open. It's not gonna damage anything, okay? And we're not running it for a long time. Okay? So I'm gonna turn off the engine. All right. So these are pretty much the two big projects that we have here in the shop. Let's talk about the news that I would like to share with you. What's the big news, you might ask? Well, the big news is my time here at Kaleva has come to an end. I have quit my job. I'm leaving Kaleva, and before I tell you why, I would like to once again say thank you to everybody here at Kaleva. I would like to say thank you to the owners for being so great to me, for taking care of us here in the shop, taking care of me especially. Working here has been fun. It felt like family. You know, sometimes I was on the water doing school programs because Kaleva does outdoor adventures. So the vehicles that we fix take kids to different sites that they have activities at. And sometimes every once in a while they would get me with them. I would go be a part of these activities, and that was a lot of fun. We went kayaking, canoeing, tubing. It was a lot of fun. With everything that's going on, my side business growing and making videos and working here, all of it is fine, but it's taking a lot of my time. And when I started working at Kaleva, I had told the owners, because they asked me what my long-term plan was, I told them that I was gonna open up my own shop. I wanted to have my own business. I wanted to have my own business because I also want to contribute to the development of the automotive industry. And part of it is also I want to continue doing what my dad did for me. I also want to do it for my kids. Like I said earlier, I grew up in a shop. So my dad had his own shop. I worked there with him, and I would like to create the same environment for my kids also. So as I told the owners of this company that I was gonna run their shop for a certain period of time, but eventually I was gonna leave and start my own business. Well, that time has come. I'm ready to go and start my own business. I've heard so many things. So many people have said starting a business is hard, and I know it is hard. It's true. Starting a business is not easy. I've heard so many people say, being a good mechanic doesn't make you a good business owner. I know it's true, but I would like to go for my dream. Owning a shop has been a dream that I've had for so many years, and I want to do it. I want to do it. I also want to do it right. I would like to create a shop. I want to have a shop that's going to be known for fixing cars right the first time. Now, I know sometimes it's hard to do that all the time, but we're gonna do it as much as we can. We're gonna tell our customers the truth. We're gonna fix cars right the first time. The goal will be to have no comebacks or very, very few comebacks. We're gonna take care of customers. Some of you have brought your vehicles to me for service. I'm sure you can testify to this. I stand for excellence. I want to fix cars right. I want to take care of customers. We're not going to replace unnecessary parts. I want my shop to be known as the shop that does it right. We are going to charge people fairly. We're going to tell customers how it is. We're going to tell the truth. We're going to fix vehicles. I love it. I'm passionate about it. I love fixing cars. I'm going to keep making videos. I'm not going to stop until I'm very old with the cane. If YouTube is going to exist until then, I am going to keep making videos even at my old age. Okay, I want to have my own shop. I'm going to keep making videos, and the future is bright. I am excited about the future. I am excited about everything that we're going to do in the future. So I'm going to stop over here. My journey with Caleva has ended, but now my full-time journey with Keats Auto has begun. I'm going to go full-time on my own. My shop is going to be located in Frederick. So I have found a location there. That's where I am going to be. So starting next week, that's where I'm going to be. I'm going to put the address on the channel about section. So the information about the shop will be there. If you live in Maryland, if you live in Frederick, please come check us out. Come check out our shop. Come give us a try. And you will be glad you did. You will not regret it. We're going to take care of you. We're going to take care of your car. And even if you don't live in Maryland, if you live far away, if you are in Maryland, if you want to bring your vehicle to us, bring it to us. We will fix it. And bring business to us. We will be grateful that you think about us, that you're going to bring business to our shop. I'm so grateful for you all. I'm so excited, very excited about the future. Keats Auto and Truck Repair is going to get big. We're going to grow the team. We're going to perform great services, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see you. If you're in Maryland, stop by, come say hello, and it's going to be wonderful. Let's begin. May the fun begin. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you for the 50,000 subscribers. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. See you at the new shop.